Do you suffer from elbow pain when doing tricep extensions? Basically, every time you go in the gym, you decide to do a skull crusher, your elbows are just flaring up in pain. You go do an overhead extension, elbows are killing you. If that's you, I want to help you out by giving you some really, really good advice on how to eliminate elbow pain permanently. And why am I qualified to give such advice? Well, I have hypermobile elbows, which is a terrible condition where my arm hyperextends beyond normal range of motion. So this is you, this is me. So if a guy like myself has managed to eliminate elbow pain, even with this terrible condition, anybody can. And in this video, I'm going to give you the exact strategies I use personally on how to deal with this elbow pain. First and foremost, when most people do tricep extensions, the reason why they have elbow pain is because they did not thoroughly warm up prior. You see, the elbows need really, really good warming up. It's not like the chest or the back where you could just do a few warm-up sets here and there and you're all good. No, the elbows need very, very, very thorough warm-ups. So what I'm saying is this: if you're going to do 95 pounds on an overhead extension, you want to be doing very, very lightweight for extremely high reps even before doing that. So you should be taking a 10-pound barbell, repping it out as many times as possible, then a 20-pound barbell, repping as many times as possible. Like you want to roll with very, very lightweight and really pump up that muscle. You should have a pump before you even attempt to do heavy tricep extensions. It doesn't make sense. I see a lot of people say they're going to do a one-arm overhead extension with 40 pounds. They're going to do like 5-10 reps, 20 pounds, other side, and they'll go straight into the 40. That's madness. Again, it's not a dumbbell press. It's not a curl. You need to really, really, really warm that up. And I can't stress it enough. So make sure that you have tons of warm-ups. I'm going to say at least 5 before doing the exercise, and make sure that it's high repetitions. 10, 20 repetitions per warm-up set, all right? That right there should eliminate like 90% of the elbow pain. And if that doesn't work, well, there's another method which is extremely similar, which is pre-exhaust. You see a lot of people, they're going to do, let's say you have a powerlifting program, right? You do a max effort bench and you do supplemental work, and now it's time to hit your triceps, right? Most people have the order completely backwards. They're going to do their extensions first and then their tricep pushdowns afterwards, right? Now, I recommend that you switch it up a little bit. So if you typically end your workout with a pump burner, do that before you do the extensions. So let's say you do close grip bench, then you do floor press. Now it's time to do triceps. Well, do tricep pushdown, 4 sets of 25, really pump up those arms. Maybe do some bench dips, kickbacks, whatever, and then go hit your extensions. This is going to really, really help you out with the elbow pain. And of course, you won't be able to lift as much. Like if you're typically used to doing like 60-pound dumbbells, you'll probably be down to 40, 45. But it's worth it because you're getting more out of less weight, and you're going to be able to feel your muscles working better too. The stretch is going to be a lot better. It's going to be less elbow. It's exactly what you need if you don't want to have elbow pain. So make sure that you warm up thoroughly and you pre-exhaust. Pre-exhaust is #1 for eliminating elbow pain. Do the bench dips, do the tricep pushdowns, kickbacks, and I know it sounds weird coming from me, but squeeze the shit out of that muscle. Squeeze it. So on a pushdown, squeeze the life out of it. I'm serious. You want a crazy, crazy pump. You want to feel those muscles because that's what's going to eliminate all that the elbow pain, right? And these 2 tips, honestly, that should cover you like 95% of the way. If that doesn't work, well, I got some more ideas for you, which is this. Use accommodating resistance on your extensions. Because most people, they have pain on the way up. Down here, there's no real pain. It's when they extend their elbows that they have problems. So my advice is going to be very simple. Use bands on your extensions. This way, when it's over here, when it's at the bottom, there's no elbow tension really. You know, it's like very lightweight, but only on the lockout it's heavy. This is going to make the strength curve such that the point where your elbows would typically hurt, you're not going to have the pain. And you can also do this with chains, by the way. You can hook up some chains, like you can do like floor barbell extensions, and as you extend up, like as you go boom, the chains are going to lengthen and it's going to make it heavier at the top. This is an excellent way of doing this. And I know Mark Bell from Super Training Gym, he does this a lot with his athletes, Westside Barbell Club, etc. They'll typically have accommodating resistance. And also you have to consider the fact that the accommodating resistance is going to make the weight come down faster. And this brings me on to my final point. You should be doing connective tissue work. This is the game changer, my friends. Connective tissue work is going to keep you in the game for a very long time. This is how I cured most of my elbow pain. Of course, the other tips help as well, but this one is the money-changing tip. You hook the bands up to the top of the door like this, and you start doing band pushdowns. 100 repetitions, 1 set. Let's do it. So what you want to do, 2 to 4 times a week, take a band, put it on top of your door, and rep out some tricep pushdowns. Very high reps, 100 reps, 200 reps, 300 reps, whatever. Get the motion going, but there's not a lot of muscle tension, you understand? So do it very fast, get the motion, and that's going to build the connective tissue in the surrounding areas. I'm telling you guys, this is going to help you out like crazy. And there are tons of people who went to the Westside Barbell Club, for example, I'm bringing it back again, who they had lots of elbow pain. I think AJ Roberts, that was his name. He was always having elbow pain when doing his skull crushers, but then he started doing the band pushdowns, completely went away. And also have hundreds of testimonials of subscribers who use this advice, because about a year ago I made a video that said, you have elbow and bicep pain, do this. And they did it, and it completely went away. So you do that, my friends. The bands, it's the overspeed eccentrics. The bands are pulling you down faster than the speed of gravity. So you're getting the range of motion, but it's all in the connective tissue. It's in the soft tissues. It's not in the muscles themselves. So this is what you got to do, my friends. Do all these things, your elbow pain is going to be gone forever. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than this. This is some solid advice, and it worked for me. I have hypermobile elbows, and this should definitely work for you. And in terms of the connective tissue work, you could do it before your workout, you could do it after your workout, you could do it on off days. Do it as many times as you like. Just make sure that it's 2 to 4 times a week, all right? And I just want to backtrack a little bit. Remember when I talked about the accommodating resistance? Well, the overspeed eccentrics, because it's not a slow negative, there's going to be less swelling of the connective tissue, because when guys report that they're super sore, right, it's usually the connective tissue swelling up. So it's not the muscles, it's the little white part that's swelling up. That's what gives you that soreness. So slow negatives obviously make you sore, whereas fast negatives do not. So the overspeed eccentrics is also going to give you less soreness in that area, which is great for recovery, and you can just keep banging out harder for a longer period of time. Oh yeah, here's 2 extra tips, right? When you're doing your extensions, stop tucking your elbows in so damn close. Make it natural. Don't flare too much, but make it natural, all right? And then secondly, use the rollback technique. So instead of keeping everything stationary, on the way down, roll back a little bit. That's going to deload the elbows, make you feel hella good. So at any rate, these are my incredible tips for dealing with elbow pain. It worked for me, and I'm sure it's going to work for you. Make sure you share this video with your friends if they have elbow pain. And with that, I'll talk to you guys next time.